My friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the last video of the Diorama Contest, which also happens to be the 250th video on the channel. Crazy to think we started the year with the 200th video, huh? Anyway, you guys were asked to vote for your top 10 creations among the 35 who participated, and thanks to your votes we've got our final top 10 best creations of the Diorama Contest. Let's start right away with number 10. Starting all the way up at Olympus, or rather Little Olympus, a Las Vegas-inspired reimagining of the City of the Gods made by Risen. This creation is filled with beautiful architecture and personality thanks to little jokes dotted around the project. Did you know that even Zeus needs his coffee before ruling Olympus? Neither did I! I think my favorite thing about this project is the intricacies that you can spot in the architecture that mixes a typical ancient Greek style inspired by its mythology and a more modern Caesar Palace style that really reinforces that Vegas feel, all while using some forced perspective in very smart ways. Oh, and I almost forgot to talk about the coaster, an RMC T-Rex called Pegasus, which has very beautiful trains and gives us a complete tour of the area. But remember, what happens in Olympus stays in Olympus. Shall we take a ride? At number 9, we have a creation that hides a lot of passion underneath its realistic aspects. This is Wendigo by Darkseas MD. Inspired by the cryptid of the same name, Wendigo takes you around an abandoned factory where a mysterious blizzard made 43 employees disappear in 1957. Since then, locals have reported strange noises coming from the area, and bright human beings that we are, we're going to investigate. I highly recommend that you tour this creation in first person. I toured every creation on stream and that one creeped me the F out. The coaster itself I interpreted to be one of those new family thrill coasters with inversions that Intamin have unveiled a few months ago, so let's take a ride on it and keep your eyes open for any sightings of a Wendigo. At the number 8 spot, we have Spirit by the Jacob. This is one I had the pleasure to discover on stream, and I was just blown away by the spooky vibes of the area that have a Fort Park or Alton Towers quality to them. This B&M invert is set around an abandoned church and a graveyard, and this is certainly one to wake up the dead. It is relentless, powering through the layout at high speeds as every good invert should, and it truly reminds me of my favorite B&Ms like Nemesis, Nemesis Inferno, and Black Mamba. Pair that with a monochromatic approach and a bit of rain, and look at that, we have one visually striking coaster, and if that wasn't enough to convince you, the Jacob went for an underground station similar to Monster at Grönlund, and I think it's time we took a ride on the intense Spirit. Quite literally eye candy, we have Miss Barbar's Candy Mountain Mayhem in 7th place. This creative, cartoonish creation is set around a chocolate mountain with an ancient gumball machine that sits on top of it and sweet flora dotted around the landscape. Please tell me I'm not the only one who immediately thought of Wreck-It Ralph's Sugar Rush when you first saw this. I'd never seen this theme fully realized in the game, and Miss has an amazing capacity to just take a high concept and execute it to perfection in Planko. Let's board our little candy minecart and please try not to peek your head out of the vehicle to sample the landscape. One of my personal favorites is coming in at number 6. Glückauf by Turbin and Terry is an homage to West German mine workers, which is a concept that I just adore because my grandpa was a miner himself, albeit in France, so this creation really stuck with me. From the little museum in the queue line to the cable car inspired ride vehicles and of course the sheer presence of this incredible build, Terry deserves a whole lot of love for the passion and research he poured into his incredible creation. Why don't we grab a currywurst for the queue and then hop on the ride? Halfway through the top 10 at number 5 we have Hilrone Broccoli with his Cloudsong Island, who took the diorama concept of the contest quite literally, with a B&M wing coaster flying around this island that gives me Sky Pirate vibes. Interactions with the village is really all you want from this wing coaster. Why don't we take a ride on Song of the Wind so you can understand what I mean? The rising star of the Planet Coaster YouTube scene is in 4th place. I'm of course talking about Hauke Land and his Mystery Mine inspired Gerstlauer Eurofighter Miner's Curse. Hauke Land excels at blending realistic elements with unbelievable theming, and this creation for the contest is no different. And if it were just that, we'd already be satisfied, but no, he also had to make a banger of a layout with a vertical launch. I cannot contain myself, we've got to ride it. Our first participant on the podium and our bronze medalist is none other than Birdie with one of the most visually striking creations of the contest, the Tree of Eldoria. Is it the giant tree, the elven manor, the giant animated lanterns? I don't know, but it does take a lot to overshadow a Mack Extreme spinning coaster. And consider this, Birdie managed to take the 3rd place with a build that he couldn't even finish in time. That guy will be an absolute menace if he manages to finish in time for the next contest. And no, that was not a dirty joke. Let's take a ride on that spinner. Our silver medalist is the man, the myth, the legend, Fog and his mind-blowing hive mind. This is a large-scale yet also small-scale garden where you are shrunk down to the size of an insect, more specifically a busy bee as you enter a secret facility hidden underground ready to go on an adventure in your vehicle. Yes, I'm rather proud of that pun, but I think I should let this coaster speak for itself. And our winner of the Diorama Contest with only a single point over Fog is Breeze Effects with Neoflux, an incredibly detailed cyberpunk build that I personally cannot get enough of. Considering that at the time the contest was held we didn't have the sci-fi pieces, Breeze just went all out and spared no expense making this masterpiece. I also voted for him as my number one, and let me tell you that this is probably my favorite build on any Planet Coaster ever at the moment. The sheer mastery of the game's mechanics here really shows just how good a builder Breeze is. And if that wasn't good enough to convince you yet, look at it on a rainy night. Even if I'm filming on a PS5, this looks breathtaking. I haven't even talked about the coaster yet, but I know for a fact that when he started playing the sequel, Breeze really wanted to get his coasters right, and this Vekoma Family Thrill coaster is perfect. This to me would be Vekoma's answer to Intamin's new Family Thrill model. Breeze, you've come such a long way since you first participated in the contest 2 years ago, and I cannot wait to see where you'll take us for a ride next, but for now, I know you're taking us on Neoflux. And voila! This is it, the Diorama Contest is over, we have our winners on the podium and they'll get their medals next to their names on the YanHQ Discord server. The full results beyond the top 10 will also be up in the contest info channel on the server, so do consider joining with the link in the description. So, what happens now, huh? Well, Camtasia Park is almost done, and once it is, the 4 remaining episodes will come out weekly with a final park tour stream after that to celebrate the end of the series together, so make sure you subscribe, that way you won't miss any of that. Channel supporters have been getting progress pictures of that regularly, so if you're interested to keep up with my projects, get early access to new videos, or if you're just looking to help me finance my PC, because yes, I'm finally trying to gather enough money to get a PC, do consider joining the supporters with the link in the description. But for now, this has been Yan, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.